Hey there, nerds. Jimmy Palmquist here with a little drive time chat. So we're hearing rumors that Colin Trevorrow might be directing the 9th film in the Star Wars franchise. Now, this is a ways out. Obviously, we have JJ's film coming out this December. Then Rian Johnson jumps on to direct number 8. So announcing 9 is a little early if this is in case true. But okay, let's secure him. Cool. He did a fantastic job with Jurassic World. Yes, there are super uber holes in the story. I get it. But it's a great popcorn flick. Now, am I glad that he's attached to a Star Wars film? Ironically, I see it as he's taking the Return of the Jedi movie. And if you look at it, A New Hope, Empire Strikes Back are sort of serious, a little gritty films. Each one is great on their own. Obviously, Empire Strikes Back, you need the bookends to tell the rest of the story. But Jedi is a little more Jurassic World. So to have Colin on board, I'm like, okay, that kind of makes sense. I get it, whatever. The thing that honestly kind of surprises me more, and it might just be this is the way films have been made, so it's odd to look at it this way, that we have 3 different directors set out to make each film. Now, I understand the offshoots with doing that. It just kind of surprised me that Kathleen Kennedy and Disney, Lucasfilm, decided to go with 1 director per film. Yes, I know. Okay, we have A New Hope by George Lucas, and we have Empire Strikes Back by Irvin Kershner, and then we have Return of the Jedi by Richard Marquand. I get it, but George was like uber producer on the set. Kershner had a lot more freedom or did his own thing, but Marquand really was at the behest of George Lucas. So I think that falls out of the realm of separate director per film. Take it the way you want. But again, getting back to episode 9, I think Colin is an interesting choice. His sort of his other big claim to fame before Jurassic World was Safety Not Guaranteed, which is a nice independent film. I enjoyed it. But I'm getting leery of, you made 1 independent film, you made a big blockbuster film, come on over and do a Star Wars film. And we saw with Josh Trank that they did the same thing, Chronicle and Fantastic Four, and then sort of heard the rumblings on the set of Fantastic Four, and they ended that relationship. The difference being here, we've seen Jurassic World, it's been out, they know better. So I'm not sure this is entirely true, simply because it's so far in the future. I think it's an interesting idea. I just don't know. I think J.J. Abrams is key. How much of a hand is he going to have in the producing? And that's not to knock the bigger names like Kathleen Kennedy. It's just J.J. Abrams knows this world. If he can knock it out of the park with Force Awakens, which I think he can, will he stay on board sort of, I guess as a Christopher Nolan with Man of Steel, and guide the universe so that we can see the final result of his vision of the first one? Or is he going to step back and be like, and I guess this is more like Christopher Nolan, give the idea of Man of Steel, step back, and I have got nothing more to do with it? Whereas I wish Christopher Nolan had stayed on board and guided sort of that whole universe, rather than, it seems like Zack Snyder is doing that instead. So I'm not sure. We're getting a lot of cool information out of the Star Wars realm. Again, I love the fact that Disney's making all these movies. I think this is one of the first times where we can say, well, episode 9, then that's it. That's done with the movie, whatever. That's the new trilogy. We'll never see it again. Or we have to wait 20 years or what have you. It's like, no. And I think that's one of the reasons why I'm okay with all these directors who are sort of cutting edge or experimental on the films, is that's not the end. We'll get more Star Wars films, and Disney will attach different directors and actors and what have you with the projects. So we'll see a different vision, get a different idea of what's going on. So at the end of the day, if this is true, cool. All right, let's see what Colin can do. That's what I think. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below.